Stop looking at me. I really don't like all this open, slobbery affection. Be a real pet. Ignore me until you want something and then sit on my head. I miss a pounce a lot.
Master Hawk, Ariane tells me you sought a better path than the Circle for her son Fenris. I thought perhaps you would be willing to show mages a kindness once more.
Do I know you?
I am Sir Thrask, of the Templars. I know from the compassion with which you treated Fenris that you are someone who cares for the fate of apostate mages.
What? You can't be nice yourself?
You are no Templar. You cannot know what a badge of shame that would be. There are a number of apostates hiding in those caverns.
We are not going to kill apostates for you.
I was hoping you might speak to the group. Convince them to surrender peacefully before my fellow Templars arrive.
Who are these apostates? Where did they come from?
These are the mages of the former Circle at Starkhaven. It burned to the ground, and their Templars sent for us to relocate the survivors. Unfortunately, they escaped on the journey. With their phylacteries burned, it has been nearly impossible to track them.
What's a phylactery?
When a mage joins the circle, the first enchanter takes a sample of his blood. It is used as a focus to track the mage should he escape.
Do the other Templars intend to do worse than recapture the mages?
Ser Karras is a Knight Lieutenant of the Templars, a great crony of Meredith. Should he find apostates hiding from pursuit, Meredith will consider him justified in murdering the lot of them.
Who's Meredith?
You have clearly not been in Kirkwall long. Meredith is Knight Commander. She has changed the rules for mages in Kirkwall. They are less free than elsewhere. Though I dare say she has created as much dissent as obedience.
I would not like to see this become a massacre.
Thank you. Your compassion does you credit. These mages have shown they attack Templars on sight. You have a better chance than I to convince them they are better off alive in the Circle than free and dead. Ser Karras hunts them as well. If they have not surrendered by the time he arrives, this will be a bloodbath.
The bloody dead. They must be truly desperate.
Mages will always resort to the forbidden if they feel enough need.
Please tell me we're not going to force these poor fools back into the Circle.
Maker's blessing. I thought I was going to die down here in this tomb. Are you with the Templars? Please, I need to go back to the Circle. I never wanted to get involved in this. Not when he started making those things.
Who is he?
Decimus. It was his decision. He kept saying the Templars would label us blood mages if we fled. Why not use it if it's our best tool?
Typical excuse.
He slit his wrist, and the magic, it rose from the blood and woke the skeletons in the cave. I ran. Decimus is wrong. Blood magic is a work of evil, not just a power the Templars keep from us for spite.
Decimus is the leader of these mages.
He's crazy. He said with our phylacteries gone, no one could find us. We would be free. I think maybe he set the fire. There must be a demon working through him. No normal man would profane the dead like this.
Someone starts raising undead, and it's all downhill from there.
I've been at the Circle since I was 6. I've heard about demons, blood magic. They warned us, but I never thought I'd see it. The rest of them, they're still following Decimus. He's gone mad. I think he'd kill us all just to take the Templars down.
Sir Thrask waits outside. You will be safe there.
They're here! The Templars have come to take us back to the Circle.
Decimus, no! Stay your hand. These are no Templars.
What do I care what shield they carry? If they challenge us, the dead themselves will meet the call.
You killed him! Oh, Decimus. You should have listened to me, love. I saw what you are. How could you murder one of your own just for daring to defy the Templars?
You think he brought those skeletons to life to serve me tea?
I warned him. I told him once he marked himself as a blood mage, that was all anyone would see.
Are we supposed to believe that you had no part in his actions?
I swear to you, I have had no truck with demons. Please, we only want our freedom. Without your help, the Templars will execute us all for Decimus's crimes.
If not in the Circle, how do you intend to live?
I hear there are places, outside the Free Marches, where the Templars are not so vigilant.
Why not? It's not like I'll be joining the Templars anytime soon.
Then we must first throw off pursuit. There is a Templar who followed us. You must have met him when you entered. Kill him, and we can get clear of Kirkwall before the Templars send more men.
Better the death of one Templar than so many innocents.
Yes, let's murder a Templar. Surely that will help.
Will you buy us time to flee Kirkwall?
Leave it to me. By the time I'm done, these Templars will swear that the sky is green.
Your confidence almost makes me believe you. But I spent 2 weeks traveling with these Templars. They strike first and think after. They are far easier to kill than to fool.
I hope you know what you're doing.
slave driver.
Are you trying to tell me this boy is all that's left of the apostates?
I ran away when they began to use blood magic, sir.
They are not in the Cavern, Ser Karras. I have thoroughly explored.
Who is this?
I'm the one who's going to get you a medal for putting down this Mage rebellion.
I'm listening.
Those freaks were using blood magic, but I took care of them. Their leader ran. He was heading for the coast last I saw him. Your men are in pursuit.
We can still catch up if we go around the caverns. That's the faster route.
The coast, you say? Men, fan out, search the shore. We will retrieve these corpses later. The Knight Commander will hear of the service you did us.
Thank you, my friend.
I didn't think you could do it. Truly, you must be able to charm a miser out of his last coin. I did not think any of us would leave those caverns alive.
If it makes you feel better, officially you were killed during escape.
I will do my best to seem cold and rotted then. Please, accept my staff as a reward. It has the mark of Starkhaven on it. I dare not carry it now. It has served me well. Now, we must flee as far as we can before nightfall. Thank you, friend.
So what's with that magical fisting thing you do?
Sorry?
You know, when you stick your hand into people.
Oh, that. Yes, it's, talent.
You could make so much coin with that.
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah.
If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
You should pay someone else. Like me. I like being paid.
If you can find Ninette, I will gladly pay you. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
She's your wife, not a dog.
At least a dog could be trained. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance, and they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her, but I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing, gallivanting about with men half her age. She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men, huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it. They would ruin me otherwise.
You don't care that Ninette might be hurt or dead? You sicken me.
You have never lived with her. It wasn't always like this. We were in love once. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
You don't even care if your wife's alive or dead. I'm not helping you.
So, you'd leave her to die, just to spite me? If you reconsider, talk to Jethann at the Blooming Rose. Yes, Ninette visited whores. They even send her flowers. To our home! And you wonder why I hate her!
Welcome, merchant. Well, good luck to you then. Move along.
I thought the refugees were keeping to Lowtown. Avert your eyes, Verandin, dog.
Quintus, where's my Montsemart white wine?
I have to get it from the cellar. Send round some more nuts or something in the meantime.
The usual?
This one time, I was sailing to Lemeren, and there was a fight between two of my men. It was over a dice game, or the last piece of toast or something. Sailors, they're touchy about their toast.
Is this going anywhere?
It will if you let me finish. So, there's a knife fight, and Jim ends up with a broken off blade stuck in his shoulder. It's very deep in there, and we're out at sea at least a week from the nearest port. If you were there, you could have reached in and plucked that blade right from his flesh.
That's your whole point?
Pretty much.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Oh, I like him. He reminds me of someone.
Can't imagine who.
I can see why Nanette liked you. You're feisty.
A refreshing change from the pale slug I married. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghyslain only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghyslain doesn't deserve her.
Do you think Nanette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Nanette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislain's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Ghyslain knew about you and Nanette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife-eater, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Were you hoping Nanette would leave Ghyslain for you?
Of course not. I know my place. I offer a service, that's all. Anyway, there was someone else looking for Nanette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emeric. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Nanette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Nanette was a mage, I think Emeric would have said so.
Perhaps Emeric knows something we don't.
Emeric said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Nanette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
Where's my Monsamart white wine?
Just slave driver.
Avert your eyes for a dog. Alone in the dark.
I don't want to hurt you. Come back here!
I thank you, Sirrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emeric.
You're older than I thought you'd be. Nanette seems to go for the young, pointy-eared sorts.
What?
Ghyslain de Carrac. I hear she got around. And you were asking about her, so I just assumed.
Preposterous. I was concerned that she was in danger, and that is all. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
That sort of attitude will never pay off.
Ha! I was eager at first, but failure has leached all enthusiasm from me. This all started when Meren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
Between the Circle and Ghyslain, is it any wonder these women ran away?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Mages routinely flee the Circle. Perhaps Maren just wanted freedom.
She had always been loyal. She received lilies from an unknown suitor, and some of us thought she may have gone to meet him. Perhaps her disappearance is linked.
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Maren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
Don't you hate it when something goes missing? I lose things all the time.
What?
The women? They're missing and you can't find them?
Right. I cannot lie, Serah. I tire of searching. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the Gallows. I'm too old for this.
A foundry in Lowtown. I should look into that.
So this relic you mentioned losing...
You have pretty eyes.
I have pretty eyes.
You elves have such pretty eyes. Even the men. It makes me want to pluck them out and wear them as a necklace.
I wouldn't suggest trying.
Oh, I would never try. Not without reason, of course.
Forget I said anything. Another mage, no doubt.
Tread lightly around here. It's done. You're such a driver.
That ring looks Orlesian.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emeric will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghyslain. It might belong to Ninette.
Isabela, you never talk about the Mage's plight.
What's there to say?
There's plenty to say.
And you say enough for the lot of us, don't you think?
So you're telling me you have no opinion on the matter?
None whatsoever.
That can't be true.
No, I'm afraid I'm really this shallow.
Recognize your mage? This was left in the Foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
I saw someone leaving the scene, but they got away. I'm sorry.
It was more than I accomplished. I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
It is the duty of every mage to train in the circle, so we do
I couldn't bring back your wife, but here's a ring. It looks pricey.
Oh. Ninette's wedding ring. Yes. Look at the engraving. Forever faithful, forever yours. Oh. Written in happier times. Where did you find it?
It was on Ninette's hand, which was cut from her body. She's dead.
On her hand? Huh. I see. Well, maybe you should take this back. I don't want anything that might link me to her death. Especially with her family asking questions. No. They're going to blame me, I just know it. Excuse me, sir. I have arrangements to make.
Absolutely. See you then.
Maker's breath, you get more letters than I do. There's another one on the desk.
Who's a funny puppy? You are. Yes, you are.